From great Indian civilization to fascinating Greek mythologies, everywhere you will see the power of stories. In today's context, political leaders use storytelling as a tool to influence their people. Business coaches use storytelling as a tool to inspire their team. And business leaders use storytelling as a tool to motivate their employees to achieve greater things. We all agree that storytelling is a very powerful tool, perhaps more powerful than anything else that we have. And that is one of the reasons why industry is looking for more storytellers as a leaders. But today I am going to talk about something else. I am not going to talk about the effectiveness of storytelling, but I am going to talk about the science behind storytelling. Yes, storytelling is not an art, it's a science, and I'm going to tell you the science that is behind the storytelling. I'm sure nobody will tell you that, but stick with this video for next few minutes and you'll learn how storytelling is a science and how it impacts our decision making. Let's go back and understand our brain, evolution of our brain, and that way we will understand how storytelling works with our brain. When we say influencing someone or inspiring someone, what does it mean? It basically means that we want to influence their decision making. We want them to take a decision that we want them to take. And it is really important to understand how decision making happens. So let's go back to brain evolution theory as I was talking about. We all have 4 types of brain and they evolved over time. The first and the oldest brain that we have is called reptilian brain. That's more than 1,000,000 years old. And that brain is responsible for decision making. The second brain that we have, the second oldest brain, that is called mammalian brain or emotional brain. And that is also probably 1,000,000 years old. That brain is responsible for our emotions. The third brain that we have is called neocortex brain, logical brain. And as the name suggests, that brain is responsible for all the logical things that we do in our life. And the fourth, the newest brain that we have is called frontal cortex brain, pre-cortex brain. And that brain is responsible for imagination. Now, when you narrate a story versus you narrate some facts or numbers, how does it impact our brain? When you present numbers or facts, it impacts our third brain, that is logical brain. And as the logical brain is a little away from our reptilian brain, that is the decision making brain, we do not use it as a tool to make decisions. We analyze it further. When you narrate a story, it impacts our emotional brain. You might have seen, you might have experienced that when you hear a story, when you watch a movie, or when you read a story, it impacts your emotions. And that is where your emotional brain is impacted. And as emotional brain is closer to your decision making brain, you tend to make decisions faster. So when you present, let's take an example in the business context. When you present a slide with a lot of numbers, a lot of facts, it impacts the logical brain of the audience. And they do not take quick decisions as the logical brain is away from our decision making brain. But when you narrate a story, be it in the form of let's say marketing presentation, branding presentation, or whatever, when you narrate a story, it impacts the emotional brain. It touches the emotions of people, and emotional brain is closer to decision making brain, so people tend to take decisions according to the stories that is being told to them. So the science behind storytelling is that stories impacts your emotion, and as your emotions are closer to your decision making brain, you tend to get influenced by the stories. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, query, please reach out. I'll try to answer. Thank you.